Hi, this is Travis from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this clip on the Political Voices Network.
Gilman yields back before I recognize Ms. Boebert. With respect to the missing informant, just so you know, just to clarify, the Grassley whistleblower is alive and well.
Okay. So noted. Representative Moskowitz, alpha liberaling.
Right in his face.
Jasmine Crockett yesterday. Oh, we have some great freshmen. Oh, my God.
My Republican colleagues want to talk about keeping D.C. streets crime-free. They can't even keep the halls of Congress crime-free, because we gonna talk about this, because I got 24 seconds. My freshman colleague has just been indicted on 13 counts, 13 felony counts, right? But have they exhibited any courage to say, you know what, we will disallow this in our body. We will make sure that we expel this individual. They have not. So what I don't want to hear is that they care about crime, because if they did, they would start by cleaning up our own house and mind our own business instead of coming after D.C. So thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you, Representative Crockett. That's how you... Chris, I believe we have 2 fantastic alpha liberal designs in the Steph store at stephaniemiller.com.
Possibly 3.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
Maybe you're correct.
I'll have to go back
Representative
and look.
Moskowitz, Representative Crockett. That's how you alpha liberal. That's how you deal with this version.
That's my favorite design.
I know. That's my word, because you two like it. Okay.
It looks a little superhero-y.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right, speaking of superheroes, Malcolm Nance is on a secret mission.
Shh, don't.
Maybe he's the spy.
You're free to guess.
That's looking for James Comer's spy.
He said you're free to guess.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
So
Will there be as many guesses as the lesbian eye injury that
Wow.
kept me
Not
out?
They won't be as creative,
Kept me
I'm sure.
out on Monday?
that was a thing. That was a whole thing yesterday.
Wow.
Maybe he's out searching for cures to lesbian eye injuries.
Yes, maybe that's it.
How's your eye today?
It's much better, thank you.
Good.
Are we going to talk about this
Although
with
I
Dr.
did
Redletter
have to
tomorrow?
look, they send you your medical record. It is now written in my medical record.
Lesbian
that
eye injury?
Yes, the oral sex-related lesbian eye injury.
We should talk to Dr. Redletter about this tomorrow.
Rob, no, we will not be talking to Dr. Redletter about this.
I think we should.
Everybody on Twitter was so funny yesterday. Rob said lesbian eye injury is the name for my next band.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have gone to the comments section.
Yeah, you read
Governor
Twitter.
McCheese
Turn
said,
notifications
this
off.
is the worst lesbian sex injury since the running with scissors tragedy of the 80s.
How do you do that?
Okay. Mark in the Bay Area said Steph's lesbian eye injury incurred during enthusiastic sex will go down in the annals of medicine. Go down in the annals of medicine.
Got
All right,
it.
we get it,
Got
Mark.
it.
I got it. I got it the first time.
Yeah, didn't need to repeat it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just trying to upstage Rudy Giuliani's and moment of silence. Could you take your organ out? Lauren Boebert's husband did. See what I did there? Because he took his D out at a bowling alley. Pardon me.
Did you really want me to take my organ
Yes,
out?
I
or
did want you to take your
just
organ
want
out.
to use that as a turn of phrase?
Well, because we're having a moment of something for
Okay.
Lauren Boebert's marriage.
Are we?
Which is muerta. I'm sorry. It's always the family values. So she joins Marjorie Taylor Greene and
Being a hoe?
no, Chris, I wasn't going to say whoredom. I was going to say solemn divorce.
Because they were hoes.
Well, we don't know.
Well,
there
I
is
think we
pictures
do know.
floating around of her with a blonde boy toy, but maybe he's
I think
the
we-
milkman.
we
Do they
do
still have
know.
milkmen in
Could she
Colorado?
even claim family values after her son knocked up his
She made a
15-year-old girlfriend?
point. She made a point of saying in her statement that she was faithful. She could have added, unlike that CrossFit whore Marjorie Taylor Greene, but she didn't add that in there.
They are kind of frenemies now, so I wouldn't be surprised if she did that.
Okay, can I just say this is the most, wait for Carlos, but this is the most deedly divorce announcement ever. Divorce might have come as a surprise to Jason Boebert, who reportedly was drinking a beer and cleaning his gun and chased away the process server while yelling expletives and letting the dogs loose.
That sounds like a country song stereotype.
That is the most Grand Junction story I've ever heard.
That is. Wow.
Oh, wait, oh no, it gets worse. Can I just say, my girlfriend and I started watching, there's no injuries involved last night. We started watching the Anna Nicole Smith documentary. And
Oh,
she's,
that's so sad.
I know,
I don't
I
know.
know, but her uncle, speaking in my girl was like, I can't understand. I'm like, it's okay. I speak cracker. What he said is, hey, the girl was always pretty. I love girl there. Like, because she really couldn't understand. I'm like, I speak cracker. I got it.
That's more
So I
Deedle-Dee than cracker.
Well, you'll see what I mean. That little girl, she always pretty. She always out in the front yard with my baton step. I always knew. So, it's just, you have to, I have experience. Okay. I'm sorry. That's a little faster than I remember. There is a lot of dealy in this story.
All right.
Yes, Lauren Boebert filed for divorce of her husband of 2 decades. He appeared to be caught off guard. As we mentioned, he was chased away the process server with an expletive-laden tirade and let his dogs loose.
His hound dogs.
I don't let the dogs out. He released the hounds.
Yes.
He did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did that run out? Or
Yeah, it did.
okay. Boebert, who has repeatedly spoken of family values,
Which Boebert? Mr. or Mrs.?
Mrs.
Okay.
said the divorce was due to irreconcilable differences. Maybe the habit never went away of airing out his penis in front of teenage girls.
At the bowling
Maybe
alley.
it overheats. Maybe he has a medical condition whereby he needs to take it out.
It needs fresh air.
She
Put
said,
some
I've always
coolant in
been faithful in my marriage, and I believe strongly in marriage. Okay.
Her son doesn't believe strongly in marriage.
Okay, would you like the, I think this would just be nostalgia. This would be,
Okay.
first time she ever saw his penis in
Penis?
public. What? Pardon
The
me?
first time
Yeah, this is...
ever I saw
Okay, this would
your
just give me
penis.
some nostalgia because this is a little. I was not aware of the extensive legal history. This was the original.
Okay.
This is the free bird
Was
Boebert.
there
The
more than
bowling alley
one?
of the
incident?
Boebert marriage. Yes,
The bowling alley.
Okay.
incident.
right. Jason was arrested in 2004 for exposing his penis to 2 women at a bowling alley. She married him after that.
After that.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
he's a good
Yeah.
catch.
Sure.
That's a keeper.
A crime he pleaded guilty to. Boebert, who was then 17, Lauren Opal Roberts, was at the bowling alley.
Wait a minute. How old was he?
She was also at the bowling alley. No, apparently she kept her the JJ.
Well, she's a
And it's,
teenager.
Did
yeah.
she see his?
Is she one of the teenagers?
No, 2 other teenagers, I believe, that were younger than that. That same year, Jason and Lauren were arrested for separate incidents in which they reportedly abused each other. Jason was arrested on a domestic violence charge that February, while Boebert was slapped with charges of 3rd-degree assault, criminal mischief, and underage drinking in May. Boebert landed herself in hot water again in 2010 when a neighbor accused her 2 pit bulls of attacking a pup. Boebert pled guilty to dog at large charge and paid a $75 fine. Boebert was arrested again in 2015 for all the best people. All the best people. She was arrested again in 2015 for disorderly conduct at a country music festival. Dare I say she put the in country? And was charged with careless driving a year later after she rolled her truck into a ditch. Is this not the most dealy story you've ever
I
heard?
mean, it's pretty up there.
More recently, neighbors of the couple called 911 in August and accused Jason of running over their mailbox and threatening them. In 911 calls obtained by the Denver Post, a neighbor is heard yelling to a dispatcher, "It's Lauren Boebert's jackass husband, Jason. He's running over my mailbox right now. Stop, you jackass. Get the out of here." That's fantastic. I don't know what went wrong in that paradise. I tell you what.
So who's this new blonde that she's been
I don't
seeing?
know. I just, some Fabio-looking dude. I don't know. Sure.
Long-haired
I'm
blonde?
sure
Long hair blonde?
I'm sure. I think so.
I want to see this.
Yeah, I know. I want to see the guy now.
Yeah.
Tease us with eye candy around here. Enough of this lesbian eye injury
Right.
stuff. Let's get to the
Yeah.
hot men.
No, it's
Leave
just
it to a
run-
lesbian
it's
to
a-
not
It's around the
show us
Twitters.
the
It's around
guy.
the Twitters. Okay, thanks. I needed a more wholesome story to wash the Rudy Giuliani stuff out of my. Oh God, my eyes. Oh.
Oh yeah, I
Well,
sent you
your
the 15 most horrid details.
Oh my God, only 15.
The,
We got
the
into
most
some of
horrid.
it yesterday, but I love that the cleanest thing about it is the selling pardons with Trump for $2 million, which is.
I mean, that's the sort of
or
thing
like,
you'd expect.
where's the crime in this just pile of. Huh?
I mean, selling pardons is just the kind of thing you'd expect.
Yeah.
You know, that's the boring stuff.
It's like finding the gold in a pile of pony poop. I was like, oh, God, I got to read all the rest of the... Oh, there's the crime. Okay. Are they both going to jail for that? I think so.
Hope so.
Okay. And, ladies and gentlemen, and God bless the United States, a Democrat,
God
Donna
bless
Deegan, will be the new mayor of
United
Jacksonville,
States.
Florida.
Yes.
That is fantastic. Tristan Snell says Jacksonville is a GOP stronghold with Republican mayors for the last 30 years since 1993, except for one Democrat. This is a big loss for Ron DeSantis. His hold on Florida is already slipping.
It's the
Hooray.
largest city in the country with a Republican mayor.
Yeah. Oh, and also there's that new clip of him laughing. That he looks like someone shoved
who
a
laughing?
vibrator up a horse's ass. Have you seen that clip?
Which one?
Who's
He's
laughing?
like, "Ah!" I don't.
Who?
He's just weird. Ron DeSantis.
Oh.
He's just weird.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yes,
that-
I saw that.
Party laugh that like he looks like a horse eating a
Pudding.
apple through a picket fence while he's. Ah!
Looks like a horse eating pudding with his fingers.
Someone who doesn't
Don't-
know how to laugh trying
why-
to pretend they know how to laugh.
Why do Republicans seem to have to mimic human behavior when they're not? They don't. Trump too, right? Like who dances with the double handy J? Dance. Who does that? Only Trump. What? Okay.
You haven't seen me dance.
Oh well. Do you do the double handy J?
I do.
That would make
I
sense for a
don't-
gay man, but
I don't dance really. I just kind of shuffle back and forth.
well, that is
It's been years since I danced.
okay. That's a tragedy. Shame, 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 shame on you if you can't dance too.
I can't.
That's all I have to say to you. Shame.
I may even dance
Okay.
worse than you.
Okay. All right. Was that a light dusting of everything that happened? But I don't. Okay. I don't know where else to start with this whole. I need you know what? I need to digest for a minute before I get into the Giuliani. The Giuliani
That's-
details.
I just think I'm gonna buy it.
Oh,
Are there body fluids involved?
Oh, yeah.
God. Okay, we'll get to that.
It made him
After-
feel powerful and like Clinton.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Wait, he
he
invoked
made women
Clinton's
give him
name?
Yes.
BJ's during phone calls with Trump and other, because he said it made him feel like Bill Clinton, which, by the way, always was a very impressive thing about Bill Clinton. That I think he negotiated very close to Mideast peace while he was. Because what did I say? The old Rick Overton bit, which was hilarious. The men get bobbly baby head after orgasm. Like the fact that he could do anything. Rudy presumably was also drunk, and
At least men can still see after orgasm.
no wonder he gave such bad advice to Donald Trump legally.
That just went right by you, didn't it?
What?
At least men can still see after orgasm.
Oh, shut up. You could see, sort of, out of one eye.
I want to make you circle around and pick that one back up because we cannot walk away from that one.
Republicans say they won't cut Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid. But can honest, hard-working middle-class Americans really believe what these politicians say? Republicans said they wouldn't overturn Roe v. Wade. Here's what Supreme Court Justices Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and Coney Barrett said during their Senate confirmation hearings.
Roe v. Wade. It is a precedent of the United States Supreme Court. A good judge will consider it as precedent of the United States Supreme Court.
Roe v. Wade. It's settled as a precedent of the Supreme Court.
Roe is not a super precedent, but that doesn't mean that Roe should be overruled.
Well, we saw how that turned out. They played us for fools. Tell your elected officials to keep their hands off of our Social Security and health care benefits. Fool me once. Let Majority Rule was responsible for this message. LetMajorityRule.org is a project of the Marvin Lucas Super PAC, which is responsible for and paid for this ad and is not affiliated with or authorized by any political campaign or candidate or candidates committee.